let's get to the scheduled program. Welcome, hip hop fam. This is the Lost Element brought to you by Hippie, where we hear from the real defenders of the culture. Yo, what's good, LA? It's your boy Kuya. We're back on another episode of the Lost Element. Today we got another special guest. You guys probably seen him up. He got bombs on the walls, trains, freeways. Somewhere near you, you probably seen him up. But without further ado, how we do it here on this show. What you write, my boy?
MFG PUNKS. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. The first question, just tell us where you grew up and how you got into graph, bro.
All right. Well, I grew up everywhere, anywhere. I'm not gonna disclose that information, but you know what? I just grew up in a rugged area, Los Angeles. I'll put it like that. And I've been around graffiti my whole life. I've seen it up as a kid. I had family members that did it as well, and I picked it up real quick. And I started off with calligraphy. Just basic art form, signature, hand styles, and from there it evolved into graffiti.
Man, that's right. Something you brought up was like the calligraphy and the fonts.
Yeah. So that's just, it always caught my attention from just seeing different fonts. You just even on the TV screen or on the walls. It just caught my attention. Just different hand styles and I just try to pick it up, try to imitate it, and try to make it my own style. And I picked it up real quick.
Man, that's right, bro. From there, in graffiti, like everyone has a name, So how'd you get the name Elser?
Elser, you know what? So I have, growing up in my hometown, we all kind of just figured out our own names, different ways. It's just the letters I was good with. They bounced off each other real good, and they're unified. So I just stuck with it, and I've been writing it since the early 2000s. And it's just good. Just the letters that I worked with, and I stuck with it.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. From there you talked about like looking at the fonts. You got your name Elser, but do you remember like the first time you went up and hit a piece?
First time I hit a piece, man. It's probably like middle school, man.
Yeah.
It was just just little kid shit, just writing the walls, seeing that everybody was doing it. It was a thing to do, and that's probably the first time. Just middle school, fucking around.
Yeah.
I live by some train tracks, so we'd always get in the train tracks, just bombing the train tracks and fucking around, and picked up from there.
Yeah, that's right, bro. From there, like, how did your style evolve from that first time you hit up on the train tracks to now?
You know what? I just stuck with it. I liked it. And I just from the books. I'd always just, it was like it was kind of like an addiction, man. I just writing on the books, and from the books went to the walls. From the walls, it just from everywhere. Yeah, man. I picked it up real quick, and yeah.
And that's right, bro. Like, I asked about the style because, like, one thing I want to give you credit for, you got a dope style, bro.
Yeah.
And, like,
thank you.
So like, even if I don't read the word Elser, like your letters, if it's in one of your crews, I could tell the font. I'm like, okay, that was Elser, bro.
Yeah. I got a real. I guess my style is different from others, and that's the thing about graffiti too. You notice people's hand styles and their styles, and that's one thing I kind of want to like glorify, just like that. Notice people's style, and you don't even have to put a name to it. I could do a crew bomb, and they're honest, they know that I did it,
Yeah.
And that's the thing that is good about it,
Yeah, most definitely, man. Were you always like into art as a kid, or was it?
Yeah, you know what? So since from high school, middle school, I always took art classes. I got kicked out of a lot of schools, for fighting and stuff like that. And I went to, went to a couple schools in Hollywood. I went to a couple schools in South Bay. So I've been everywhere,
Yeah.
I picked up different styles from different areas, and yeah, just that's what's one thing that kind of that I picked up from different areas. Just different, everybody's, every area is a little different. They move
Yeah.
different. And, I picked that up real quick and I adapted to it.
Yeah. Just made it to your own thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right, bro. So like when you go up to these spots, whether it's like trains or a wall, freeway, like, do you have a creative process to it, or is it just straight up
You know
off
what?
the dome?
It's flow. It's flow. Like I'm not really thinking about the style too much. I'll kind of like, in the destination I'm at. If I gotta hurry up and do it, then I'm thinking like, what's my go-to piece or my go-to bomb? Hit it real quick. So if I got time, then kind of calculate what I'm doing. But most of the time it's flow, man. You just go with the flow and kind of add to it as you go. Like I'm not really thinking about it. Like the thought process isn't really there. It's just and like that's why I paint. It clears my mind. It's like it's like therapy, like art therapy. You paint, your mind's clear. Go with the flow. Go with the lines, and that's it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Man, when you say that, it's like your heart is in it.
It almost comes natural.
Bro.
It almost comes
Yeah.
natural. Once you do it for so long, it comes natural. You kind of know what to do. You kind of know how to fix it. How to kind of perfect it. And the one thing about art too is you're always looking at it and it's never perfect. But you're always thinking, oh, I missed this spot, or I could add to this, add to that. But for the most part, it's there and it's done. And I take pride in it, like it's very prideful work, and a lot of passion into it, and I love it.
That's right, bro. And with that being said, like when it comes to graffiti, like what's your favorite thing to hit up on?
Ooh, billboards are fun. I love hitting billboards. Yeah, just getting up there and just looking down and the adrenaline rush you get from it, and just like just seeing that it's kind of like a big canvas in my eyes. Yeah, not too long ago, where me and my boys were on the billboard, and we had the cops put up on us on the billboard, and we kind of like hesitated, we didn't know to go, and they said the cops knocked down the ladder from the bottom.
Oh damn!
So they left us on top of the billboard, and we were kind of like, fuck. We had to go to the back, jump down, and hop through some barbed wire. We made it. We got away actually.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but billboards they're risky. I've heard a couple stories of people falling off of billboards and stuff like that. It's risky, but it's fun. And it gets attention that you want, and you can kind of work with the billboard depending on what billboard's up.
Yeah.
Kind of, match the colors. If you're really into it like that, you match the colors, match the fonts, stuff like that. You get really creative with it. You can make shit happen. Catch a lot of attention.
Yeah, most definitely. What is it about the billboards though? Like I know it's adrenaline rush, but like, is it? Because everyone gonna see it, like.
For me, it's the part of like the way I look at it is like what we do is like it's advertising. We're advertising ourselves. We're advertising our names.
Yeah.
And we see all these advertisements up all the time. It's like, we want in on it too. And I want in on it. I'm gonna add to it too and advertise myself. We see all these bell bonds and all kinds of advertisements in our face every day. We want to kind of see our names into it, put a little art piece to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Get a piece of that action.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you got a bunch of spots. You said billboards are your favorite. How do you choose the spot, or is it just like you see it empty?
You just drive around, man. You just once you got that keen eye, you start driving around, start looking around. You get the eye for it.
Yeah.
You start looking around and see certain billboards with certain messages, and you could add to it or change up the lettering in the billboards.
Okay.
But you get an eye for it once you start doing it.
Okay, that's right. Next one I got for you, bro, is why do you do graffiti?
Ooh. I think it's just passion, man. It's just what I love to do. It's the art that I love to do, and it's therapeutic. Like it it clears my mind. If I'm going through something bad, I'm painting. It's just like it's very therapeutic, especially in the city we live in right now. It's a fucked up city,
Yeah,
fires going on, drug abuse going around, like everything all together, just it's a way to clear the mind and kind of express yourself, and in my eyes, it's positive. It's a positive expression, Other people might not, they might not look at it the same way, but um, you know, we're not hurting nobody, So
yeah, most definitely, man. With that being said, bro, I'm gonna bring up is graffiti vandalism or is it art?
it's your perspective on it. I mean, I think I look at it as art, but it depends on what you're spraying on. It could be vandalism. It's both. It's both.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, it's art. Whether it's vandalism, it's still art.
yeah,
So whether people like it or not, it's a form of art.
yeah, most definitely, man. I want to bring up, you're part of MFG and Punks crew. Could you just let the people know what those crews stand for and like how you started writing with those crews?
Yeah. So MFG stands for Made for Glory, Made for Greatness, Made for Graph. Punks pull up and kill shit. That's how we do. Yeah, both are solid crews, man. Like when I have, it's tricky when it comes to crews. When you're a runner, you're just advertising yourself and putting yourself out there. You get a lot of attention to crews, and you gotta, you take wisely. And these group of guys, they took me in when I didn't have anything, and just kind of, if I didn't have a place to crash, they would let me crash. It just grew into like a brotherhood, and that caught my attention. So I was like, okay, like I fuck with all crews. I fuck with everybody. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. Like if you paint, we can get together and paint. Show what you're about. That's a great thing about the graph community. We all get together. Despite our differences, your background, your race, gender, we all get together and we paint. And that's what we love to do. And that's how I picked up my crews. So yeah, all solid individuals in my crew for sure, hands down.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. It's like a family.
Yeah, exactly. You grow that bond, and you get to know people. I didn't rush to get into any crews. I got to paint with other people, got to know people, and see where the real bonds were at. And who fucked with me, and I showed a mutual respect.
Yeah. One thing you brought up was like with the community, like the community gets together, paint.
Yeah.
And it's like all for the love of the culture. Man.
Exactly. I mean, like it's not like gang banging. We're always territorial or fighting there. It's all about painting and getting together and expressing yourself and to do it in a positive way. We're not out here killing people. We're not out here hurting people. Like. We're just painting, we love to paint. That's it, And the fucked up city that we live in, we try to make it a little colorful, make it, just give it our kind of touch, So that's the good thing about it.
Has once you became a writer, you said in middle school, like, has it changed the way you look at the city or the world?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's the world is ugly, man. And if you can make it a little bit better, a little bit, look good, why not? Just that's the thing about graph. Everybody fucks with everybody. There's certain beef here and there. You catch beef, shit happens. As long as you know how to handle it and mature way. Back in the days when you're young, you kind of really don't know how to. Handle beef and stuff like that. But it's just paint, so we're not out here hurting each other and shit.
Yeah, man, most definitely, bro. Like, one thing for me with like with graffiti, like I'll say, like changed how I looked at city a little bit was because like I never even thought to go to this yard or and like see how the city looked from there. Or, this building,
Yeah.
find out it's abandoned or the
Yeah. See,
tunnels. It's
there's
like
a
a
lot of
whole.
abandoned buildings out here too. That kind of like, I mean, like those towers too. Like that shit was sitting there for a long time, and people took it upon themselves to paint it. And catch the attention that it needed, and somebody eventually wind up buying it. And then it caught the right attention. It was a good look for Graph in my eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the writers did the advertisement for someone wanting
Exactly.
to buy
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. Because if it wasn't for the graffiti there, it probably still would have been sitting there. Abandoned. So yeah. It was a good cause. It did something. It was a win. It was a win for graffiti.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We're gonna go to break in a little bit, but before we go, I want to ask you: is there any rules to this game of graffiti out there? Like,
Yeah, there's rules here and there. Like the throwaways over tags and bombs over throwaways and rollers over everything. And for the most part, like people follow it. I always, it's all about respect. Like if you know, in my eyes, it's best to just find your own spots, get your own spots, and just go with it. Once you have that eye, you know what to hit.
yeah,
Some spots get bucked. Hop on it, get it. Not too worried about going over people. It's like, yeah, that's their spot. They earned it. Let it rock. But yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, I want to give you and your guys, your crews credit. Like, I see you guys got rollers and like crew pieces all over the spot, bro. Like,
yeah, we try to,
big
man,
spots too.
Yeah, it's they were being from a crew too. You always try to be a good asset. Good. You try to contribute, and I feel like I'm a good asset to both crews, and I'll do whatever to contribute to the cause. They have solid foundations and I like the way they move. So yeah, if I could contribute to that and help it out, yeah, why not? I rock with it.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. All right, man. We're gonna go to a little break right now. We're gonna play some music. You guys are listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM. Community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. Right now we got some tracks from a lot of underground artists from the LA area down to San Diego area. We're gonna start off with we got these two youngsters from the Mar Vista Gardens. They're about to go to college soon. It's Red Scale and Jakari. We got two songs coming up by them. Yo, we're back. You guys are listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM. A community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. We're going to get right back into this interview with Elser. First question back, bro, I got for you is, how is graffiti hip-hop?
See, how's it? You know what? I think it just relates to music and expressing yourself overall, man. Because being from punks too, it's not just hip hop. It expands more than just hip hop. But yeah, it's just about expressing yourself, man. Hip hop same way. With the words you express yourself. With us, it's our letters and our pieces. That's the way we express ourselves. And that's how I think correlates with hip hop.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. You brought up like it's not only hip hop. Could you expand on that too a little bit?
You know what? It's just music in general, man. Just something. Especially in LA, you notice it started off with hip hop. Graffiti definitely, and over here it's not just it's not just break dancers and hip hop. This is definitely like punk rockers, skaters. It's a little background for everybody. Like I said, graffiti doesn't have it doesn't discriminate. You could be intergender, any race, come from any background, you can do it, man. As long as you got that talent, pick it up, got that passion, you can do it.
Yeah, most definitely. I can't say the exact band because I don't know, or the exact writer, but I heard like back in the day, like to broadcast like or to advertise for a show,
Uh-huh.
like some bands would ask writers and hire them to like hit up a piece like,
Yeah,
oh, show right
yeah, I
here.
think, yeah, the Risk and all them, they had I think like Aerosmith or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I said, graffiti's an advertisement, man. You know, you advertise yourself and as an artist, you know, and as a crew, you know, a collective, and yeah, we, you know, put our heads together, you know, paint a piece, and you know, we make something happen, and people like it. People pick it up, you know. You could make money off of it, you know. People, you know. Just like I said, you could make a positive output from it. You know, it doesn't have to be illegal. You can make transition to tattooing, could transition to designing. You know, graphic designing clothing, and you know anything in that nature. You know, there's positive outlooks in it. You know.
yeah, most definitely, man. You know, with the transitioning into like something positive and make money, like have you tried doing anything in that realm, like tattoos?
You know what? So like I said, I'm good with calligraphy. You know, I'm good with font stuff like that. Yeah, I have looked into it. I have, you know, I'm you know, soon. I got. It's a work in progress. You know, that is my goal. You know, is to transition to something. You know, worth for you know for legally. You know.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know, with the graffiti, you know, like some consider vandalism, you know, or art. It could be both, but like, what are some of the risks of graph?
Yeah, man. You know, it's at the end of the day, you know, it's still legal. You know, and we like you know, homies from the crew, we get together and we were doing shit we're not supposed to. You know, we get caught. Um, yeah, it's you know, like if you're scared, don't do it. You know, like stick to the books and you know and. You know, if you're not ready for the streets, you're not ready for the consequences. Just, you know, so it's not for you. You know, I mean, you know, me and my boys, we do it. You know, we got some of us got a lot to lose, and we're still out here doing it. You know, just, you know, we got the passion and love for it. So yeah, you know, there is consequences to it, and there is, you know, shit you can lose. But you know, if you're not about it, just don't do it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know, with that being said, like, you know how you said like, you know, people are risking freedoms out there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like graffiti getting commercialized? You know, like big brands are using graffiti, or they'll even put real writers' names in a game, or
Sponsoring, yeah.
but without a sponsor, like just taking it.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, if we get the right attention, you know, the way it's going, I mean, I think where it's going in the right direction. You know, if everybody puts their heads together, you know, and you know, you know, it's looking good. You know, in my eyes, you know, the way we get together, you know, we run into crews, you know, we get together, we introduce ourselves and network, you know, and put our heads together and to a positive outlook, and it catches attention, you know, and people notice it, whether it's businesses or you know, they definitely notice it, and like I said, it's advertising, man. If you advertise the right thing, the right stuff, you know, right stuff, you know, it got the right attention, and you can make something of it, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know, with graph, something I want to ask you, bro. Like, what do you consider yourself? Like a writer, tagger, bomber, piecer? Like,
You know, I try to be as versatile as possible. You know, like try to just cover all grounds. You know, tagging, bombing, piecing. Like I try to do it all. Man. You know, the homies say like, "Oh, you're a tagger bomber." They call me a tagger bomber, but you know, that gives me motivation to cover other grounds too. You know.
yeah,
You know, I try to get into piecing, more detailing. You know, bigger burners. You know, stuff like that. So you know, it's like a constructive criticism. So you know, the way that you know, take in taking the criticism and work with it. You know, make it's all about progress. You know, that's the one thing about graph too. You know, you notice everybody's progress. You know, you see everybody getting better. You see everybody, you know, doing the right things, and you know, it's prideful. You know, you take pride in that shit.
yeah, yes, sir, man. You know, something I want to ask too is like, you know, can we have other viewers out there who aren't in the graph community at all? hip hop, but they're listening in, and like something they would want to ask is like, what is graffiti? If you could tell someone who doesn't know anything about the culture, what is graffiti?
Graffiti. You know, it's a way of expressing yourself. It's painting. It's therapeutic for a lot of us. I know that from firsthand. Um, it's the way to express yourself, man. It's painting. You know, I mean, it can be vandalism. You know, but there's a lot of passion and blood, sweat, and tears put into it. You know, and a lot of our art is positive. You know, I mean, we're not here killing anybody, we're not hurting anybody. You know, we're just painting and trying to make things look better. You know, in the fucked up city that we live
in. Yeah. You know, with that said, like, you know, you said you've been doing this for a while, bro. Like, do you have any crazy or funny stories, you know, when you're out catching a spot you could share with the people?
You know, we had a couple stories. I think I mentioned the billboard story with a couple homies. You know, we got stuck up there. There's been I gotta think about a couple of them. Yeah, just let's see. You know, nothing comes to mind right now, but you know, I mean, just that story, man. That story, and then when I was
with the billboard.
Yeah, billboard, and then I don't know, just small occasions here and there. You know, everything. I kind of blank right now, but it'll come to me as the neighborhood goes on.
Yeah. Hey, after the billboard, when you guys, you know, got away, like, you guys go, what do you guys do right now?
You know what? So the funny, you know, so we got stranded. We got stranded on the billboard. They threw down a ladder. We wound up getting away, and they towed the homie's car.
Oh damn!
Yeah, so we were on foot, you know. So we had luckily, you know, one of our boys had you know, someone close by that we could stop by. We stopped by over there and wound up catching an Uber from there. You know, we take losses too. You know, like we've you know, I've caught a couple cases. You know, we've got our cars towed. You know, we lost a lot of money too. You know, I mean, it's not cheap. You know, lost freedom, lost money. Like I said, there's a lot of risk to it. You know, got a couple cases that I'm fighting right now. I got a couple, you know, get a couple of attorneys and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, there's a lot to lose, you know, but for some reason I'm still drawn to it, and I know there's a positive outlook to it. And if I could get everybody to do that positive, you know, that outlet, then, you know, let's do it.
Yeah, that's right. You know, next one I got for you, bro, is like, is there a difference between street art and graffiti?
Yeah, I mean, in my eyes, yeah. I mean, you know, graffiti is over street art all day, in my opinion. Street art, you know, a lot of it's like hipster, you know, kind of stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's all art too at the same time. It's your perspective on it. But yeah, you know, I mean, I don't discriminate, you know. If it looks good, I like it, you know. I'll leave it alone, you know. If I don't like it, I'll probably paint over it, you know. But it's my opinion. Add some touches there, you know. Add some, you know, a couple things to it, but yeah.
So hipsters gotta watch out, man. Make sure it looks nice, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Man, I gotta meet the criteria, you know.
Hipsters go hit them blackboards real quick.
Yeah, man. You know, you gotta. Yeah, especially muralists and all. I mean, a lot of us got to start off illegal and then you transition legal. You know, can't if you're in the art game, you just, you know, you just start off legal. It doesn't really get too much credibility and too much respect for it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. All right, this next segment, bro, is the quick hitters. All right, just first thing that comes to mind. What's the best brand of spray paint?
I like Loops and Dang. Loops and
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, Rustos too. Rustos too all day. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Rusto.
Yeah, man, the Rustos though. That's like that's the one I always hear.
That's the go-to. Yeah.
Lasts forever too. The Rusto.
Yeah. Loop too. Loops. One of my favorites, man. You can't go wrong with Loops.
Okay, that's right. Next one I got for you, bro. Who are your top 5 favorite hip hop or music artists of all time? Your top 5.
Top 5. Hip hop. Tupac all day. Wu-Tang. Kendrick. I like what Kendrick's doing right now. It's dope. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. He's putting the city on. Making the city look good. Let's see. I'm old school. I grew up in the kind of over by Compton, so Easy. I've always NWA and all that. Yeah, that's it right there.
Okay, for
NWA,
sure.
Ice Cube.
That's a good list right there. You got some West Coast and
that's all
Wu-Tang, East Coast right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one I got for you, bro, is like, what's the best local food spot that you go to? Like underground food spot, man.
Ooh. Oh man, that one's broad right there. Depends. Pizza, tacos, man. We're just talking about Giuliano's. I think Giuliano, you can't go wrong with Giuliano, man. Country pastrami from Giuliano's. That's the one right there.
Okay, that's right, man. Last one I got for you, bro, is a piece of advice for a youngster out there who's trying to get into the graph game.
Practice makes perfect, man. Just stick to it. Fuck what everybody says, man. Forget what everybody says, and just do your style how you like it, and progress with it. If you got passion for it, you'll notice your progress. Yeah, man. Just stick. You'll catch attention from other writers. They'll give you props, and you'll get connected real quick. That's the thing about the game, If you got the right style, you progress, you'll catch attention, and you'll network with the right people. And yeah, just stick to it, man. Just stick to it, and know the consequences too. If you don't want to risk anything, just stick to the books. Stick to the iPads and stuff like that. But if you're not ready for the graph game, don't do it. It's cool to draw and shit, but graffiti is a whole different topic.
Yes, sir, man. All right, bro. Before we sign off, man, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, I got a couple of people I want to shout out. Shout out to homie Otis. Shout out to crew, my crew MFG Punks, Nerd 49, homie Lexo, the homies from Unseen, homies from REM. Yeah, everybody that hits me up, man, they know who they are. I don't really got to shout out too much people, they know who they are.
Yes, sir, bro. Hey, El, sir, thank you for your time today. Thanks for giving us this interview. You guys are listening to The Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM. Community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. We'll see y'all next week.